This was pulled out a little bit. Would that make any difference? No. Oh, okay. At Liel, yeah. I know the first couple games that I've seen him. He's been pretty good. I forget. 11th, okay. Really? They don't have it down there either?
They didn't before. I don't know if it does now.
Stand by your phone. Just stay by your phone. Stay by your phone, just in case. Oh, it's right here. It's the fourth time I've called.
His house says that. Right here.
He never answers.
Should I send him a text that says,
I don't have a keyboard. I can't even log in. There's no keyboard.
Picking up water across the field. Yeah. Having a tough time.
water boy?
Oh.
Struggling. That's what, 25 gallons maybe? 20 gallons? Huh? Would you say that's 20 gallons tank?
I suppose. Probably pretty close.
8 times 20 is what?
160 pounds.
What that is? 8 pounds a gallon.
Sorry.
No?
No, I have no internet. I can use my phone, I think, though.
Right there, well,
Where, here?
that's fine. One more.
Oh, wait a minute.
I'll push that there. 12 minutes, right?
Yellow nail here.
What do you, wait. I'm gonna grab something here.
Isabel Bloom,
I don't want you to disconnect. So.
Sarah Kastner,
Okay. So tell a friend you can
Hal
go.
Owens, Elena Schmidt, and Kaylee Schweitzer. The cheer coach is Michelle Schmidt.
Oh, I really hope you hold it up so that it's not.
And now the starting defense for the Redfield Dolan Pheasants. First of all, the defensive end, number 65.
Johnny.
Will Utecht. And nose tackle, number 54.
No. Nope, never. I don't even know. I've never been able to do that. I got to type it in. I got to get to it. It won't even let me get to it. I got to type in the password. I need a charger. I have no internet. I got to use my phone, so I don't have a charger on me. Just no, it's not working. So yeah, just bring that up, and then the keyboard. Give me a keyboard so I can type in, and we'll go from there. All right. All right. We'll do this.
Are we happy, TJ?
Nope.
I'm gonna try to pull it down over very low.
So he's going to bring something up.
Now I got one more idea here. I don't know if we're on or not, Neil.
Swear a little, and then maybe we'll find out for sure. Can't reach the flag. Can't reach the flag. Nope.
You are looking live at Memorial Field on the campus of Sisseton High School in Sisseton, South Dakota, as mysdtalk brings you high school football as we're getting ready for homecoming, and we have just chimed in with our national anthem. It's homecoming here in Sisseton, and it's a full homecoming. Good evening, everyone. I'm TJ for mysdtalk, and with me on the camera is No Deal Neil Nelson, and it's the Redfield Dolan Pheasants making their way north to try to ruin Sisseton's homecoming, as the Redmen come in at 1-2, Redfield coming in at 1-3, losing to Groton area, Aberdeen, Roncalli, and Parkston, and defeating Crow Creek. And Neil, if there's a tale of two cities here with Redfield Dolan, either they score a lot or don't score at all.
That's their story. Is once they come into a game, somebody's going to end up with no points.
That's usually how it's been for Redfield Dolan, coached by Keith Gull, who I played amateur ball against for many, many years. So I know Keith fairly well, or he used to be there. They have him. He's in the. Actually, he's not there. He's in the website. He's in the school's website. But according to this, head coach is Nick Coplin. Assistant coaches of Aaron Loneman, Wade Schlatter, Jade Jandel, and Bob Tiff. Mark Roselle is a statistician. Manager is Brexton Roth. As you see there in their white tops, white bottoms. Sisseton, of course, coached by Casey Metz. His assistants are John Agnew, Trent Besslin, Brian Bartlett, Dusty Kirk, Lance Hogg, and Devin Tome. Student managers are Mia Estwick, Sadie Baus, Abby Dahl, and Ezri Thorson. Sisseton last week traveled to the Missouri River, Neil, and took on Mobridge Pollock and got a big win, ruining their homecoming. They're kind of hoping the same doesn't happen to them. And you were gone last week, Neil.
I certainly was. I was in the big state of Colorado.
The big state of Colorado.
Actually, on Friday night, I was in Hot Springs.
Oh, were you? You were in Hot Springs? Was it hot?
It was nice.
Good.
It was nice. On our way back.
I didn't see who won the coin toss, but is that Boog Plantine there on the field, Neil?
Yes, it is.
Boog Plantine.
Sisseton must have won because they deferred.
They deferred to the second half.
Evidently, yep. And I assume Redfield wants the ball. And that's what it looks like.
Sometimes we're the mark of inefficiency. I'm changing systems, I'll tell you that. System will kick off. Neil's assuming they won the toss and elected to defer. That's Lefty Mainwall, who had a really good game last week. He is kicking off. And back deep for the Pheasants. That is taken by Cooper Ballon, who actually, Neil, if you remember last year, he had a heyday against Siston.
Yes.
In a real tight game, but he ended up taking over in the second half. Cooper's a big boy. Still a big boy. 6'1", 210 junior. And he just kind of blows his way to the 45 where the Pheasants will take over.
They've always, the last few years, they've always had that advantage of a big back.
Yeah, you're right. They've always been known to have at least one big back in their stable, and Cooper is it. Redfield in a real similar offense as Siston has, and there's a jet sweep to Cooper. He's got to cut back in, and he'll get to about midfield where he's brought down there by Benji Thompson, the outside linebacker. They're going to mark it at the 49, just shy of the 50. They're going to give him, well, about 4 on the play. Be 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Run and shoot. The old run and shoot with the wide receiver to the bottom of your screen. Balloon in motion. That quarterback, that's Massett, Alan Massett, the 190-pound senior. Balloon taking the jet sweep around the outside. He'll cross midfield to the 48 where he's out of bounds. Going to be 3rd and 3. 1 minute, just about 1 minute into the first quarter. Sisseton's homecoming here 2016. And I think we all can agree, compared to the last home game, pretty good turnout.
It is.
Pretty good turnout. Even Al's given the nod.
Especially for the rainy day we had.
Rainy, cold day, and that's going to be given to the upback, and he's just going to slice and cut.
Whoa.
He'll get the first down. Thank you, Johnny. And yes, to answer your question, yes, afterwards. Okay, thanks, bud. You'll get the cord back. I'm going to chop it in pieces, but I'll give it back. First down, Redfield. They'll cross the 45 to the 44. And tomorrow night, here at the Fine Arts Center, there's going to be a nice little concert. Jimmy Fortune, the great Jimmy Fortune. I believe he wrote a lot of songs for is that the Oak Ridge Boys? For you country people? Statler Brothers, thank you. He'll be performing tomorrow night at, concert starts at 7. Opening act is Just Between Friends. There might be a few tickets left. Don't miss out, as Mr. Ron Cole needs his fan club. So a pick of a 1 on that play. And Ballon in motion. He's going to take the handoff. Gets cut back inside and hosted up there.
Oh.
Rounded up by a lot of Redmond. Josh Currents leading that. Going to be a loss of 1. And good job there. And I was trying to see who cut that off. I think that's a really good job there by Logan Schuneman, Neil, from that corner position to push Ballon inside.
Yep.
Wouldn't let him get too far outside. Made him come back inside. Currents flowing on the play for a loss of 1. 9:45 left first quarter. Opening drive for Redfield Dolan. No score. Going to be give to the fullback. He just stops and cuts back against the grain. He gets a few, and that's about it. That ball carrier, that's, I think, Brandon Terry with the ball, or with the carry. He'll pick up 1, 2, 3 on the play. It's going to be 4th down. Interesting play call, Neil, on 3rd and long. They gave it to the up man faking the jet sweep.
Right. On the
Redfield Dolan obviously doesn't have a punter in their stable.
On Sisseton's 41, so it looks like they're going to go for it anyway. Although a punt probably would drive Sisseton deep into their own territory.
Redfield chooses not to play the game of field position, Neil.
I guess not. They want points.
Roll out, back to pass, off his back foot, throws, complete, 1st down. Looking to his right, Massett found a wide open Micah Utek. Micaiah Utek, that's a nice little pitch and catch.
That was.
Utek, 6'1", 175 sophomore. I don't know if he's related to the Utek that played at the University of Minnesota and then the Indianapolis Colts. But Massett, Neil, this team runs a lot, but Al Massett can throw the ball. Threw a nice pass off his back foot. Closing in on the play, I think it was Maidenwall, but it's a 1st down. 8:32 left, first quarter. Gives the up man again, nowhere to go. He's going to bounce to the outside. Sisson's going to string it out nicely. Good job there by Hunter Ryan.
Dropped him for about a
Drew Massett,
2-yard
the
loss.
180-pound sophomore. He tried to take it right up the middle, nothing going, so he bounced to the outside. Great job by Ryan and the rest of the Sisseton crew to string that out. Nowhere to go. Going to be a loss of 3. Going to be 2nd down and 13. It's Kevin Crum to the bottom of your screen. That's give to the up man. Oh, is there a face mask there? I'm not sure. But that's Brandon Whiting comes around the edge, gets to about the 30 where he's brought down. I thought there was a face mask, but
no flag.
No flag on the play. Going to put him right at the 29. So, Neil, he got those 3 yards back, Redfield Dolan being.
Yep.
If they lost the play before, it's going to be 3rd and 10.
And if there's any doubt, I'm sure they're going to be passing.
No score on the 3 Bean Coffee Company scoreboard. In motion play action. Massett looks, throws, got the out wide open. Complete and a 1st down to the 15. Wide open. Another pitch and catch. That's to Kevin Crum. And nothing fancy there, Neil. Sisseton's playing a little zone. Crum just runs an out pattern and too much cushion given there by Schuneman. Yeah, you're right. He came back to catch it. You know, you don't run it out completely like a 7. You kind of run it at an angle because you need to come back to the quarterback.
Both pass completions has been to the Redfield's offense right side of there.
Yeah, Massett throwing to his strong hand side. In motion, that's Ballon. He's going to give it to the up back instead. I think that's either Whiting or Barrett Wren. I didn't see who got it. That's 33. That's the ball carrier. Barrett Wren ran a 5'8", 170 sophomore. And he'll pick up about we'll give him 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 6. They're going to mark it as Neil's got the camera right there, right at the 11. Give us to the fullback. And wrapped up right here on the play. John Tolley stepping in the hole. That was Barrett Wren on the carry. He goes nowhere. Probably loses a yard, so it's going to be 3rd and 7 at about the 12. 5:50 and counting. No score. Opening drive of Sisseton's homecoming 2016. In motion. Ballin has to cut back in and cuts back successfully inside the
Whoa.
5 to the 3. And this time, Sisson did another good job of forcing Ballin.
Back in.
Now they're going to call him balloon. Cooper got cut back to the inside, just what Siston wanted, Neil, but unfortunately nobody was pursuing.
No.
No backside pursuit whatsoever.
Yeah.
3 yards to go.
Ball's going to be just outside the 2, in between the 2 and the 3. Massett's going to take it on the quarterback sneak. Oh, flag down. I don't think they were set. Going to march him back. And if Siston's going to run that, Neil, if Siston's going to stop that jet sweep, they're doing it right by driving back the balloon, but they just did not get any pursuit.
No, they didn't.
And there's play clocks on the field this game. In both end zones, I just
By
noticed
golly,
that.
there is.
False start on the
Yep.
play, going to mark them back 5, so it's going to be 1st and goal on the 7. Massett going to give to the fullback in the eye. That was a big
Whoa,
hole there
that
down
was
to
a-
the 2 is
That
Whiting.
was a touchdown saving tackle.
That was a touchdown saving tackle. Now mark it at about the 3, pick up a 4, 2nd and goal, 4:40 left first quarter, no score.
He says 3 and they're looking.
Massett again on the quarterback keeper is trying to push his way into the end zone.
I don't think he made it.
No indication. No, he's short. Going to be mark him right at the 1. So he didn't quite get in. Third and goal on the 1. 4 minutes, 5 seconds left first quarter. It's homecoming here in Sisseton. Redmond trying to get a victory and kind of continue that momentum as they had a big win last week in Mobridge.
Yeah,
Massett on the sneak. He got it. Touchdown, Pheasants. Roosters with the score.
Wow, that was a drive.
That was a very good drive.
They got the ball on the kickoff. And
A 60-yard drive to start the game. For a team that doesn't
drive.
score very much, Neil, it's a pretty good way to start.
8-minute drive. Wow. That is.
Riley Evans will set up for the extra point, number 27. Terrible snap. Going to skip the Massett. He's going to try to get to the corner, and he does. A broken play, 2-point conversion. Wow, and that's going to send Coach Metz, got to send him just reeling. Man, he's about 3 yards out on the field with his hands on his hips, not happy. We're going to take a break here. 3:51 on the Three Bean Coffee Company scoreboard. When we come back, System will get a crack at it here on mysdtalk.com. Welcome back, mysdtalk.com, internet entertainment at its finest. And Redfield's going to squib it on the kickoff. Great job there by Siston to fall on at the 45. And
21.
good
covered
heads-up
it.
play by Justin Brockle to fall on that kickoff. So Siston, Neil, will get the ball in very good field position to
Yes,
start
they
their
will.
first drive.
Yes, they will.
And if you're getting to the game late, you're going to have a hard time finding good seats. So Siston Of course, all decked out in black. No mascot. No mascot imagery anymore. Straight black helmets, and they're going to give it straight to Brockle, who will get stopped right behind the line of scrimmage. Sisseton's offense, Neil, is a mirror image of what we just saw with Redfield Dolan.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Loss of 1, second 11. Ball in the 45. Although let's call it second and a long 10. Shut him into the bottom of your screen. Lefty main wall, that's Lurkey in motion. Going to give to Brockle again. Hit in the backfield. Breaks one tackle, breaks another just to pick up one.
Brockle had a big game last weekend out in Mobridge. He racked up 119 yards or
119 yards rushing. Really did a great job
had
there.
a big game.
Moved the chains a lot. Tackle there by Cooper Balloon. So Sisson's going to have third, and we'll call it 9 at the 46. Yeah, it is. They must have known Neil was back in town. Lurkey in motion. They're going to pitch it to him. He's looking for an edge. Stops, reverses his field. He'll cross midfield to the 48. Pick up about 5. Balloon on the tackle again there for the Pheasants. Also there, number 65, Noel Utek, starting defensive lineman, 6 foot, 225 pounds. A Redmond will have fourth down. They will kick it away and play the game of field position. Where's the wind blowing from, Neil, by the way?
Yes, it's coming in right from the south.
Okay, south wind, a little crosswind, so on an east and west field, nothing too major to contend with. Redfield sends 2 men back. That's Crum, the senior, and someone else. I don't know who it is. Kick, great kick there. Going to be taken. Oh, it's Balloon, and he drops it at the 15. He picks it up the goal line and slips a tackle. And, oh, my word, he's going to get to the 19-yard line. Unacceptable, really. That's a great kick there by Hunter Ryan.
It certainly was.
Ryan's going to be credited with about a 35-yard punt, but good hang time. Went right off Balloon's face mask. And I don't know who missed the tackle at the goal line, but that enabled him to get back to the 19. So really from where he muffed it initially where it made contact, he still netted 4 yards. Again, Coach Metz probably pacing like crazy.
Less than pleased.
Now a 3-wide receiver look. Give to the fullback, and he's going to get wrapped up there, almost slipped away. Caden Metz made the initial contact to bring him down. And that was Drew Massett. So, Neil, that was a little bit different look for Redfield. They were running that traditional double wing. This time they spread it out 3 wide receivers.
Right. It looked like it was going to be a pass, but, yeah.
Now they just widen out that double wing. Give to the man in motion. He's trying to get wide. That's Wren. And he gets corralled up for a loss of 1. Redfield going backwards. Josh Currents on the tackle, so down to the 17, they're backing them up. 3rd and a big 12, and Sisseton decided to play the game of field position, and as of at least the first 2 downs, Neil, it's paid off as we're under 35 seconds here, first quarter, 8-0 Redfield.
Yep. Redfield's had 2 big 3rd down plays in that touchdown drive, and this again is another big 3rd down play.
No, the one guy just made it up.
There's a flag. I think they're going to, I don't know what's going to be the call. That was from an odd. That's from the field judge. And Redfield, they did have 12 guys in the huddle. They've done that twice now.
Yes,
they did it in
have.
the previous drive,
I
too,
noticed
Neil.
it earlier.
Well, they're picking up the flag. I don't know what the deal was there.
Something about illegal substitution.
Flag for illegal substitution.
What's that?
No flag for illegal.
Oh,
So they're picking up the flag for illegal substitution. That's Balloon in motion. He's going to get it, going to make a cut, get to the 20, and get no more. He'll pick up 2. Ryan there on the tackle for Sisseton. It'll be 4th and 10.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score. The Redfield Golden Pheasants 8, the Red nothing.
And the 1. That'll do it. End of the first quarter. I'll move that over. Sisseton down 8-0 after 1. We'll come back for second quarter action here on mysdtalk.com.
As you entered the game tonight, you were probably met down by the gate by some people.
Napa Auto Parts First Call Auto in Sisseton is your senior Martin paint dealer. From the occasional touch-up to the complete paint job, Napa can match almost any color from any company. Ask around and you'll see why Napa Auto Parts in Sisseton is where the auto repair pros and the do-it-yourselfers go for auto parts. Napa is your Hinneker snowplow and spreader dealer. Napa Auto Parts First Call Auto in Sisseton. Open Sundays for your convenience.
mysdtalk.com, internet entertainment at its finest. Getting ready for second quarter action on the Three Bean Coffee Company scoreboard. Redfield leads 8-0. Be a good coffee night. Three Bean Coffee Company in front of Tri-State Building Center on the 4-lane in Sisseton.
well, we're going to find out what kind of punter Redfield's got.
Redfield back to punt. There's a false start there as Kevin Crum was back to punt, the senior. A false start going to march him back 5 more. Terrible snap. Fielded by Crum nicely. He's going to kick it. Kind of soccered it. Going to end over end. Going to be retrieved by Mainwald at the 48. He'll call fair catch. Wow, it's a pretty good kick, though.
Yes, it was.
38-yard kick, no return. Redmond will start just inside Redfield territory with 11:51 left here on the Three Bean Coffee Company scoreboard. Second quarter. Sisseton didn't get much continuity on that first drive. We'll see what they do here on drive number 2. This time 2 wide receivers set. Lurkey in motion. He's going to get it. And the hole closes up as Balloon steps in there and grabs Lurkey after a pickup of about 1. Redfield Dolan superintendent friend of mine, Shad Storley. Superintendents, Shad Storley and Jim Holscher. Principals are Rob Lewis. I went to college with Rob Lewis. He was a wrestler at Northern. Jeremy Weisler. Athletic director is Joel Osborne, Jim Holscher. Here's a pass to Ryan behind him. And Neil, last week, Mainwald was on target. Had a great game.
And I see he racked up about 60 yards on the ground also.
Yeah, he ran the ball well, had 2 touchdown passes. Had a great game. Gave Mobridge Pollock fits. That's his first pass attempt of the game. Incomplete, makes it 3rd and 9.
Ryan was wide open.
On the 47, yeah, Ryan was
ball,
open.
Ball was thrown a little bit behind him.
2 wide receivers. Ryan to the top of your screen, to the bottom. That's Shuneman. In motion is Thompson. Lefty looks right, throws in the flat, wide open. Thompson at the 45, inside the 40. And he's going to be at the 39, right near that marker. He's going to be about a yard short. But Neil, overall, that's a good job of Mainwald. Actually went through his progression, set his feet through a nice strike to Thompson on that flat to the right side. Mark it at the 39 is going to be 4th and 1, and I'm sure Sisseton will go for it, Neil.
Oh, yeah. On the 39-yard line.
11-11 left first half. Redfield Dolan leads Sisseton in their own homecoming, 8-0. Ryan's kind of a big target. And Lefty's going to sneak it himself, and looking at that right sideline judge, it looks like a first down. Hunter Ryan, 6'1", 230. They list him as a tight end, but he'll split out wide. And they're going to give it to him. First down, Sisseton. They're going to mark it just inside the 38 as the clock ticks inside 10:53 first half. Brockle is the setback in the down position. Gonna run a little quick slant to Shuneman. He drops it. Almost picked off. Went through Shuneman's hands. Almost picked off. Balloon come in there to try to get the deflection. He couldn't hold it, so incomplete pass, 2nd and 10. But that was wide open too again,
Yeah,
Neil.
yeah, it was. It was
Another wide open pass. This time Shuneman should have hauled it in. Here's a give to Brockle, the fullback. Get inside the 35 to about the 34. Pickup of about 4 is going to be 3rd and 6. 10:30 and counting here in the second quarter. Redfield Dolan leads 8-0 on the Three Bean Coffee Company scoreboard. Ryan to the bottom of your screen, Shuneman to the top. Mainwell barking out signals. And he tried to draw him off sides, and he did a good job. Got him to jump. Sisseton will take the 5, make it a little bit more manageable on 3rd down. And if you ask me who jumped, I would tell you a whole bunch.
he really got into that one bark that made him jump. You could just see him duck.
So instead of 3rd and 6, it's going to be 3rd and a short 2, we'll call it. That's Lurkey in motion on the jet sweep. He's trying to get wide with the speed. He does. Oh, he's drilled. Loses the ball when he hit the ground. But he was absolutely popped. Holy smokes. Kevin Crum had a head of steam on there and laid the wood to Lurkey, and he's going to be awfully close.
Looks like it's probably enough for the first down.
Depends on. They're going to give him the first. Oh, Lurkey took a shot. He was just trying to get around the corner. That's all he was trying to do was get the first down. And he does. Ball's on the. Going to be on the 27-yard line. 1st and 10. Redmond moved the chains. Clock is stopped because Lurkey got out of bounds. Lefty back to pass, throws, incomplete. Tried to get Ryan off the back shoulder. A little too soon, incomplete. Ryan had the cushion. Going to be 2nd and 10. Chilly night here. We're not quite used to the chill yet in the air.
Yeah, especially when you have a window open.
Yeah, we have a window open, so we'll have pneumonia by morning. 2nd and 10. Pekarski's in motion. And Pekarski's got it. They faked it. They faked it to Brockle and then gave it to the second man through Pekarski. And a little water bug. He gets down to the 20. They're going to pick up about 8 on the play. It's going to be 3rd and 2.
He made some nice
3rd
little.
and a very manageable 2 with 9:15 and counting here in the first half. Redmond down 8-0. And the play clock. Did I even tell you guys there's a play clock tonight?
Yep.
Okay. I didn't even know till just a minute ago. Didn't even know that. Brockle, the up back, will take it, and he'll blow his way inside the 20 to about the 19. He's going to be just short by about a yard.
Yeah, he might have made it there, TJ.
What's that, Neil?
He might have made it. Oh, they're saying it's short.
Just short. System will call timeout. Redmond called timeout. We'll take it with them. 8:33 left first half. Siston driving but down 8-0 here on mysdtalk.com.
Tri-State Building Center is dedicated in making your project selection to choose from with the best quality for your dollar. So start those remodel plans now. And afterwards, cleanup is a breeze. Stop in today. Tri-State Building Center on the 4-lane in Sisseton.
Welcome back, mysdtalk.com. Internet entertainment at its finest. Siston calls timeout with 8:33 left in the half. They trail 8-0, but Neil, they put together a nice drive.
They sure have. Yep, they've.
Fourth down, and we'll call it 1. Mainwell's going to put Lurkey in motion, going to give it to Brockle. Brockle needed a yard, and he got it. Got about 2. They're going to mark it near the 15 and a first down. Brockle gets up slow. I didn't see who hit him, but they're going to mark it at the 16 and a first down. About as methodical of a drive as we've seen Siston have this year.
Yeah, it is. It certainly is. They just. Whoa.
And that's going to be Mainwald on the keeper. He kept it himself, gets inside the 15 down to the 11. Nice pickup there. Alan Massett on the tackle for the Pheasants. 2nd and 5 for Siston. Mainwald. This time just one wide receiver. He's going to drop back to pass. Look, throws in the flat. He's got Shuneman who dropped it.
Oh, my.
Shuneman has it in his hands at about the 5, Neil, and he took his eye off the ball. He went to make his cut before he had the catch.
Yep.
Big drop there. And Neil, Mainwald looks very comfortable in the pocket. He's getting his feet set, making good throws.
Nice pass. Yep.
$7:40 left here in the first half. 3rd and 5. Here's a quick slant. Shuneman's got it. Dropped at the 5. First down. That time Shuneman got it in his hands and then used his body as a shield as he got hit by Christian DeYoung immediately. Excuse me, that was Micaiah Utek on the tackle. So it's going to be 1st and goal. They're going to mark it right outside the 5 near the 6. Clock will now start again as the chain's set. 7:25 and ticking. 8-0 Redfield Dolan leads.
Wide on both sides.
2 wide receivers. That's Ryan to the bottom of your screen. It's a dump in the flat to Lurkey at the 5. Touchdown. Nice call there. Lurkey was at the right wing,
Yep.
Neil, and he just went out to the flat. All
Yeah.
Lefty had to do was turn and dump it to him, and Lurkey's speed gets to the end zone, and the Redmen have a chance, depending on what they do, kick the extra point or go for 2. They'll kick the extra point with Lurkey holding. Maidenwall will set to kick it. This is kind of an adventure. Spot, kick, good kick there. A lot of height. Oh, he missed it, pushed it right.
Yep.
So they missed the extra point. It's 8-6. Redfield Dolan leads with 7-12. But that was a nice 55-yard drive by Siston, Neil.
Yeah, that was used up nearly half the quarter.
Over half, yeah, just about half the quarter used up there. And we'll keep it right here. So tomorrow night here at the Fine Arts Center in Sisseton, Jimmy Fortune, who was a He was a singer for the Statler Brothers. I know he wrote a lot of their songs. Is coming to Siston. I think there are a few tickets left, and I mean just a few. So you can get them at the box office when it opens tomorrow at 6. Concert starts, I think, at 7. Just Between Friends, the local classic country act, will open up. They just put out a CD. Sounds pretty good. Heard some of it. Then when they get done, Jimmy Fortune will take the stage, and in between shows, we at Cateau Entertainment have a big announcement to make. Kind of exciting. Got a pretty big name coming out of the blue to end the concert season, so we're excited about that. And once we announce that, we'll start to make that more known, and should be an interesting and enjoyable evening. 8-6, Redfield leads on the Three Bean Coffee Company scoreboard as Mainwald just kind of pooches it.
No.
And it doesn't go out of bounds. Great job. Had to be fielded by the Pheasants at the 22. But fumble. The ball's on the ground. Siston's got it. They say they do. Coach Metz says they do. No, Redfield has it. They fell on it. I did not see who fielded the kickoff, but it was fumbled, and I didn't see who even recovered. But Coach Metz is still wondering how Siston doesn't have the ball, but the officials have ruled it Redfield Dolan ball. At the 33-yard line, Neil, pretty good field position for the Pheasants.
Yeah, it is. That would have been even better position for the Redmen.
Yeah. Yeah, the wind's really starting to whip up now. Chance of rain tomorrow. Temperature in the high 50s when we started. Massett back to pass, looks, throws deep, got a man, overshot him. Good job by Maidenwald. Micaiah Utek was the man on the play there on the crossing pattern. Good job by Maidenwald. He trailed him, so there was only one chance to put that ball over the top. And Massett just misses him, 2nd and 10. Massett will walk under center. 2 wide receivers in motion. That's Whiting. And Whiting got the ball, got around the corner, and that was about it. Brockle wraps him up for a pickup of 1. It's going to be 3rd and 9. Ball in the 34. 6:39 and ticking, first half, 8-6. Neil, if this was the movie Bull Durham, we'd be singing We Got a Humdinger here.
Yep,
Got
yep.
a good ball game for Sisseton's homecoming. Good crowd here tonight. A lot of alumni back in town. Massett under center, drops back to pass, looks to his left, throws in the flat, caught, tackled immediately. Catch there by 34, that's Whiting. Ty Peterson, who just checked in the game. Ty Peterson, the freshman, with a Johnny on the spot tackle. Immediately, pickup of really nothing. It'll be 4th and 10. So punt situation for the Pheasants. Saw a good punt the last time. This punt, not as good, going to be low. It's going to skip, should roll right into Maidenwald. And he actually does a smart thing. He just lets it go at the 24 and down. Oh, just about a 41-yard punt, no return. Good roll of about almost 10 yards, Neil. So Siston will get it there at the 24 with 5:31 left in the first half. They trail 8-6 on the Three Bean Coffee Company scoreboard. Redmond put together one heck of a drive last time around. We'll see if they do the same thing here. Give us to the up man again. The second guy through, that's Lurkey. They faked it to Brockle, gave it to Lurkey. And Lurkey will get it out to about the 28. Pickup of about, we'll just say 3, maybe 4. So it'll be 2nd and about 6. Maidenwald walks him up, shut him into the top of your screen. Going to give the fake. Maidenwald reverses field, has a hole, crosses the 35 to the 39. Massett there will make the tackle, but Redfield Dolan, that's a good fake. He put it right in Brockel's stomach. Lefty, that is, Neil, and took it out. Reverse field and went right up the hole. .446 and ticking. First down, Siston. Pekarski in motion. Going to give it to Brockel. Big hole. Running people over. Cross midfield to the 46. First down, Siston. Pick up a 14. Tackle made there by Gage Clausen. And if Clausen doesn't make that stop, Neil, it's a foot race.
Yeah, he's off to the races.
And this offensive line, Neil, starting to wear down Redfield a little bit. Pekarski in motion. Mainwall's going to keep it. He's just ring around the collar right at midfield. Noel Utek on the tackle. They're actually going to rule forward progress stop just inside the 49. Going to be a loss of 3. The booth to my left wanted a horse collar tackle, but he didn't get inside the pads. Lefty. Fumble. Fumble on the snap. I believe Brockel falls on it. And we didn't see that last week in Mobridge, and well, we see it this time. Going to mark it right near midfield. It's going to be third down and about 14. That's really not what Coach Metz wanted right there. 3:37 left in the first half. Siston trails 8-6 at their own homecoming here.
Ball sitting directly in the middle of the field.
Pekarski, as you see, will check out. Shuneman will check in. He'll go to the top of the screen. That's Ryan to the bottom. Brockel into three-point stance in the fullback position. Back to pass. Mainwald steps up. Throws. Incomplete. Incidental contact. Going to be no flag. It's probably a good no call there. Intended for Benji Thompson, the tight end. Thompson kind of holding his side. I think his feet got tied up a little bit.
Yeah, it looked like it. Looked like they just got tangled up.
So it's going to be 4th and long. Siston will punt with 3:11 left here in the first half. Ryan will punt for Siston. Balloon and Crumback for the Pheasants. Ryan's kick, kind of wobbly. A little bit of air underneath it, though. It's going to hit it to 27 and roll completely sideways, or to 28, and that's where it will stop. Not a real long kick, Neil. Only about credited for only about 20-some yards, about 22-yard punt, no return.
3:03 left in the first half. Redfield ball on their own 28.
And even though that wasn't a real long punt, Neil, all things considering, Siston's defense played pretty well. This is still a long field for Redfield to go.
Oh, yeah.
Balloon leaves his feet, gets hit, drags a few guys across the 35 to the 36. Currents there, and Brockel makes the stop. Balloon jumped over someone. I didn't see who it was, but he will get about 7 on the play. 2nd and 3. Clock ticking at 2:43.
Somebody called timeout. Oh.
Out of bounds. The clock stops at 2:43, excuse me. Massett, long cadence. Whiting in motion to give it to the up back. That is Drew Massett, and he gets right at the line of scrimmage and falls forward for maybe 1. 3rd down and short. 3rd and about a long 1. Call it 2 here. Big play for the Redmond defense. They can get the ball back. Still 2:25 left in the half, Neil.
Yes, it is.
This time we got slot receivers to the top of the screen. Balloon in motion. They're going to give it to Massett, the younger Massett, who was the fullback, and he's hit right at the line of scrimmage, and he pushes his way for maybe a foot. No more than that. As Brocco was waiting for him. Brocco, it looked like Brocco, Tolley, and Metz corral him up. It's going to be
They're going to measure.
no gain.
They're going to give her a measure and see how close they are.
I think I think Alan said they're short. I think, Al's exactly right, too. They're short.
Couple feet.
Probably about 2 feet, Neil. You're probably right.
Oh, my
Depends
goodness
on what we
sakes.
know. My gosh, he got the first down.
Wow.
Where the chain gang was set up on the sideline is not really what it looked like when they did the measurement. Well, either way, it's going to be a first down.
Yep.
Clock will start. Yeah, that's why we're up here. Clock's now moving under 2. Redfield Dolan's breathing a little bit of sigh of relief. Whiting in motion. Massett, play action pass. Pressure coming. He's going to have to roll out. Now he's going to run for it. Crosses the 40 to the 45. Steps out of bounds at the 46. Currents was chasing him after a pickup of almost 7. Ty Peterson also chasing on the play. So going to mark it at the 46. So it's going to be 2nd and 3. But Massett goes out of bounds, stopping the clock with 1:43. Massett back to pass, looks to his right, throws in the flat, wide open. He's got Balloon. Balloon ships the tackle at the 45, and it's a foot race to the 30, 15, 10, touchdown, Pheasants. He slipped Peterson's tackle, and it was just a foot race after that. Cooper Balloon's a big boy, but he runs, Neil.
Hey, yes, he did.
That's true. Redfield scored and has given up a score. They now lead 14-6 with 1:31 left. The extra point try coming. Riley Evans, extra point kick. He had a long run at it, crushed it. And it's good. 15-6. 2-score lead for Redfield Dolan with 1:31 left in the first half. We'll take a break. When we come back here on mysdtalk.com.
15-6. That means a 2-score difference.
Welcome back, mysdtalk.com. Internet entertainment at its finest. Redfield Dolan set the kickoff from the 40. There's a low line driver. Oh, taken by Pekarski. A rocket off his shoulder pad at the 35. He gets to the 40 to about the 44. That's pretty good hands by Pekarski. That was a rover rocket. So good job by Pekarski. And Neil Siston's got 2 timeouts left in good field position.
Nearly, yep. 44-yard line with a minute and 26 left.
Maidenwald under center. No need to panic. If you're Siston, Maidenwald back to pass, throws wide open, picked off. Picked off. He threw it behind his intended receiver, Ryan. And that's Kevin Crum on the interception. Crum was just playing. They're in a cover 2, Neil, and he was just kind of sitting back on that. Mainwald missed his target, threw it behind Ryan, in a big turnover for Redfield Dolan. What I just said about Siston now applies for Redfield Dolan, Neil.
Yeah.
And Massett's got the arm, Neil.
They would love nothing better than to add a little extra before halftime.
In motion is Whiting. Play action pass. No pressure. Gonna lob it. Almost picked off. He kind of floated it out there. Intended receiver. That was Drew Massett. Was that Ty Peterson? Or?
Yep.
Ty Peterson stepped in front, and Alan Massett, he didn't put a lot on it, just kind of floated it out there. Ty Peterson's going to kick himself, wishing he had that back. Second and 10, 1:12 left to go in the half. And I don't think Redfield Dolan was set.
I don't think so either.
Flags down, Boog Planteen. Yep, indicates false start on this blustery, chilly, late September eve. That'll mark them back 5. I can't make the coaching staff all that happy. Massett back to pass, throws, caught in the flat, great block, and a great hit right on top of it. Great block by Balloon to spring free. I was trying to see who that was. Is that Keith Sattler? No, that's number. Yeah, that was number 45. Nice reception there by John Schottenkirk. Schottenkirk, a 6'1 senior. Great block by Cooper Balloon to spring him free.
It kind of looked like about the same play that they just scored their touchdown on.
It looks real similar, Neil. You're right. They're going to mark it at the 45, so it's going to be 3rd and about 5 with a minute left. Timeout on the field. We'll keep it here on the Three Bean Coffee scoreboard. Three Bean Coffee. Flavors of the month are pumpkin spice latte and the blueberry cobbler. Get it hot or cold, iced. Hot chocolate season's coming up. Get ready for a whole new assortment of hot chocolates that are coming to Three Bean. Located in front of Tri-State Building Center on the 4-lane in Sisseton. Open from Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Massett on 3rd down and about 5. He's going to drop back to pass. Good pressure by Siston. He's going to have to roll and throw. Incomplete. That's quite the shot. He had Whiting. He did have Whiting kind of open. That was a pretty good throw by Massett. Overshot his target, so it's going to be 4th down. You know, Massett, Neil, kind of holds that ball kind of loosely.
Yeah.
If Redmond could get pressure. They could get a swipe at that ball. So Redfield Dolan, Massett's back. He's going to punt. Maidenwald's back for the Redmen at about the 10. Here comes the pressure. Massett with a booming high kick. Maidenwald's going to let that go. Oh, they're going to mark it at the 1. Stopped at the 1. Wow, that thing just biffed at the 1. 44-yard punt, no return. Great kick by Massett. Now, I'm sure he'll tell you he meant to do that. But Neil, Al's right.
Wow.
Siston, really, they're going to have to quarterback sneak it. They really can't take a knee. They're going to have to try to go forward.
Yeah.
With 42.8 left here in the first half, Sisseton trails 15-6 on the Three Bean Coffee scoreboard. Interesting situation. I would actually just run play action pass and throw it deep. What the heck? Maidenwald. He is going to sneak it. Going to push his way to about the 3, maybe 4. About the 3. Tackle made by a host of Roosters, led by Noel Utek. Down to 25, 24. 3-second difference between play clock and game clock. So Redmond has to snap it one more time. Maidenwald back to fast, throws in the flat. Schuneman's got it at the 5, wrapped up at the 8, brought down by Massett. And that'll be the last play of their half. And that's it. We've played a half. It's homecoming here in Sisseton, and the Redmond trail 15-6 to the Pheasants. We're going to take a little break, bathroom break, all kinds of breaks, and come back here on mysdtalk.com. Dave Gleason, of all people, to win a trip. Welcome back, mysdtalk.com. It's homecoming for Sisseton. They trail 15-6. And Neil, this has been a pretty evenly played game. Both teams have sustained some long drives. I just think the bottom line is Redfield's made just a few more plays than Sisseton, really.
Yep, they did. Yeah.
Nothing too. Both teams, it's a mirror. Their offenses are a mirror image of each other.
Yep. And nothing real dramatic. It just, unbeknownst to us, one of the biggest points of the game was scored in the first touchdown when Redfield muffed the center to the kicker, and they picked it up and ran it in for a 2-point conversion instead.
As a matter of fact, yeah, in hindsight, you didn't realize that's become a pretty big 2-point conversion, but because of being 13-6,
right.
A one-possession game, it's now 15-6, two-possession game. And for Sisseton, they've been able to move the ball, but couldn't finish drives. And they had a costly interception here late in the first half.
Yep.
But overall, I thought the Redmond moved the ball pretty well. They do a lot of the same things Redfield Dolan does, like to put guys in motion, like to run jet sweeps, like to run that fullback up the middle. It's all about ball control and move the chains.
Yep.
And defensively, you're watching both sides, whether it's Redfield Dolan or Sisseton. They're bunching up that box more and more, and just
Oh my.
hey,
Yep.
they're just, if you want to run up the middle, go ahead. You put a lot of stress on your safeties and linebackers to flow to the outside, but really, for what it's worth, pretty evenly matched game. And you're right, that 2-point conversion off the muff snap might be a bigger play than one realized at the time.
Yeah. Both teams still in their team huddles. 2.5 minutes left in the halftime entertainment here.
Homecoming for Sisseton. Lacey LaFramboise is the, I guess, goddess. They got rid of the all the Native American connotation. They removed that and went with a Greek format. Senior Lacey LaFramboise is the goddess, and Hunter Mainwald was a god. I don't know if that's the right word, god and goddess. I don't know if there was a god. I can't believe they didn't nominate you. But from what I'm told, Neil, considering the school had about a week to revamp that, the kids, the seniors, did a nice job of getting it ready.
Everybody, it sounded like, was pretty pleased that it came together as well as it did. It even made the Watertown paper headline on Friday's paper here tonight.
It did.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. Yeah, they did a nice job. Honestly, I didn't see it, but I've been told a good job was done.
Yeah.
And so tip your hat to those kids. They had to do some things quickly. And quickly, very quickly. Here we go, Neil. We even got more volume there. I've been waiting for this volume all night. There we go. And
and everybody seems to have accepted the change.
well, you have to. It's the way it is. It's not going to go back, and that's the way it is. So you move on. And these seniors, they're the ones that it affects them the most. It's their last homecoming. Mm-hmm. And again, they've done a nice job, and it went out really well. It seems like people who went to the coronation ceremony was pleased, and hopefully we can all move on as a society in this instance.
Yep.
We are going to step aside and take a break. We are getting close, though, to second half action. Neil, it should be a humdinger when we come back here on mysdtalk.com. Now,
Napa Auto Parts First Call Auto in Sisseton is your senior Martin paint dealer. From the occasional touch-up to the complete paint job, Napa can match almost any color from any company. Ask around and you'll see why Napa Auto Parts in Sisseton is where the auto repair pros and the do-it-yourselfers go for auto parts. Napa is your Henniker snowplow and spreader dealer. Napa Auto Parts First Call Auto in Sisseton. Open Sundays for your convenience.
welcome back. MySD Talk. Yeah, I wasn't muted, Neil. They could still hear us.
Okay.
mysdtalk.com. And it's homecoming here in Sisseton. And Neil is one of the wetter homecomings we've had in a while.
You know, they lucked out pretty good tonight, actually. You know, it really was a drippy, rainy day. Over the noon hour, that rain came through, and boy, it really rained there for,
Yeah,
I don't know,
yeah, you're
10
right.
minutes.
It rained pretty hard here.
And it was even misting yet during the parade, but not that much, so.
It didn't ruin it. My son was in the band, and I felt for him because as the parade was getting ready to start, what was a mist kind of cranked up a little more. And of course, you know, being a parent thinking, oh boy, he's going to be wet. No, I'm going to have to hear the end of it. He hung in there pretty good. It takes a real man to walk with a bass drum, I'm going to tell you.
Well.
And I always tell him, hey, chicks dig drummers.
Is that right?
That's my opinion.
Huh.
My kid can hit a curveball, and he can, but he likes music, and I think that's wonderful. And I think for parents out there, it doesn't matter what your child likes as long as they're into something positive. Why not?
Girls trying to throw.
Miss Gaikowski, she
Yeah.
just about threw her back out on that last one.
Yeah.
She put everything she could into it. Went about 30 feet. But in her defense, it's tough to throw a T-shirt.
Well, I don't know. It knocked one fan just about on his back over here.
Well,
when he
good thing it
went
wasn't the
reaching.
Jim Crees. He would have never caught it.
I don't think you said it loud enough, even though he is standing right in front of the window.
Yeah, the kind of just got pushed. So, Neil, I don't know if you were watching, but Brian Dozier hit his 42nd home run last night.
Yes,
and it went
I
out
did.
to left field, and there wasn't a fan to be seen.
Yes, I did watch it. Yes, I
Kind of
did.
sad.
But that was in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
And that game was rescheduled from the night before.
But the reality was the night game didn't have too many more people.
No.
The night game didn't have that many more.
And we have to remember that Dozier had one home run taken away from him
That's right. That's a
because
good
of a
point.
suspended game.
Well, if you're a Twins fan, you're just going to have to rebuild for next year. And the Vikings just got word that Sharif Floyd, I think, is put on the IR tonight. So the Vikings have another guy down as they travel to, to Charlotte, which is an interesting town right now with some of the civil unrest that has occurred.
Yeah.
I think the NFL will still play it. They really don't have another place to play it. We have no civil unrest here. Just squib kicks.
Another squibber.
Taken by Pekarsky at the 35, and he doesn't go much further. Got his clock clean there.
Yep. Running north
By
and south
Caden
instead of
LeBray.
east and west.
So Pekarsky will set the Redmen up at the 36. Redmen will get the ball and start their first drive.
Well, we'll see who can.
And Neil, I go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We'll see who can put into practice the words of advice from their coaches this second half now.
And there's Lefty. Lefty will get the first down. And I was going to say, Neil, it's very important for Siston, I think, to come and score. I think they need to take this opening drive, and I really think they need to score. Pickup of 11 and a first down. That's Ryan to the top of the screen. Lefty puts Pekarsky in motion. They're going to give it to him. He looks for a seam, found it, and just crosses midfield. Nice little move by Pekarsky.
Yep.
Balloon
Yep.
with the tackle, and Keenan just picked his way for about 4.
He had a pulling tackle or pulling guard that left him a little running lane there through the backfield.
They're going to give him 3, 2nd and 7. Hopefully everybody hears me okay.
Oh, you're just syrup and the
I'm syrup, all right. I'm thick and gooey. This Mainwall slips a tackle, gets a block.
Whoa.
Gets a couple and thrown to the ground. Pekarski with a nice block on Drew Massett. Help lefty step up field and pick up a few. I mean, third and about, we'll call it 3. 10:30 left, third quarter. Sisseton trails 15-6 on the Three Bean Coffee scoreboard. Big third down if you ask me. Pekarski in motion, going to give it to him. Finds a hole, slips a tackle. He's inside the 40 to the 39.
Yeah.
First down. Micaiah Utek on the tackle. And Pekarski's a little slippery there. Just finds a hole, squirts through. Keenan Pekarski's no big guy. He's 5'8", 150. No. Just a sophomore.
He got through that line, and you could just see him looking a little bit. He saw that open field to the outside, but about that time he got nailed by a linebacker.
Shot him into the bottom of the screen, Ryan to the top. There's a little slant to Shunem, and he's got it at the 32, inside the 30, down to the 27, first down. Utek again on the tackle. And I tell you what, this is a good job by Coach Metz and the offensive coaching staff. Coach Besslin.
Sisseton's gaining yards in bunches.
And they're doing it because Redfield Dolan's playing zone, so they're giving them a cushion there. And the linebackers are really playing the run, so they've got that slant, that what they call the first window open. Watch those linebackers. There's 3 stacked, kind of a 43, kind of a 44 actually. Back to pass, throws, caught again, Shuneman at the 22, inside the 20, slips a tackle, and is bulldog down to the 17. And again, they're just taking what they're given. And it's just my opinion, Neil, but I think Maidenwald needs to throw the ball a little more. He needs to get into a rhythm. He's a rhythm passer. He's really not a running passer. He's a pocket thrower.
And along with that then comes confidence. And
Second and 1, 9:05 left, third quarter. Back to pass, Maidenwald looks to his left. Now he's going to be flushed out of the pocket, and he finds Ryan at the 12 and a first down. Pick up a 6 on the play, and the Redmen move the sticks. And mark it at the 12, first down. Sisseton can get a first down at the 2. In motions Pekarski. They're going to give it to the up man, Brockle, and he lowers the boom and drags guys to the 5. Going to be pickup of about 8 on the play. Barrett Wren, the 170-pound sophomore, on the tackle. And I said this is an important drive for Sisseton to start the second half. Pekarski in motion. And there's a fumble, and Redfield Dolan's going to get it. A botched exchange, and I don't know if it was botched to Brockle. I'm thinking maybe Pekarski, but either way, it's a huge turnover. And, Neil, we've seen this from the Redmen off and on this year.
Oh, man, they were just chewing up yardage there. Yeah, that's a real deflation.
Well, Redfield Dolan, to say they dodge a bullet would be quite the understatement. They will get the ball at the 10. First and 10 at the 10 with 8:09 left on the Three Bean Coffee scoreboard. Redfield Dolan's got to be breathing a sigh of relief. Crum to the bottom of the screen. In motion's Balloon. And he's going to get it. He's going to make a cut, and it's off to the races. And Lurkey, Colby Lurkey saves a big score as Balloon gets it to the 31 and a first down.
21-yard gain on that carry.
the Redmen are chirping at each other defensively. I think they're just trying to get each other fired up. They need to get a stop, and they need to get the ball back. Siston offensively, it's such momentum. Crum to the bottom of the screen. Balloon in motion is going to give to the up man. I think that's Whiting. He'll get about 3. Taken down by a host of Redmen, led by Justin Brockle. And also on the tackles, number 58, Vincent Herberg. Pickup of 3 is going to be 2nd and 7. And it doesn't get easier for the Redmen after this. Next week they go to Groton, and we plan on being there. Balloon, give to the right wing. He went nowhere, hitting the backfield originally by John Tolley. Good job by Tolley. Couldn't make the tackle, but he slowed up the play dramatically. That was Barrett Wren on the carry. He'll lose a couple. 3rd and 8. It's already 6:35 left, third quarter.
Yeah, Redfield had a pulling lineman there, and I think Tolley just infiltrated through his hole.
Micaiah Utek at the bottom of the screen. And Massett, pressure, throws. Incomplete, but that was a heck of a throw off his back foot. Intended receiver was Crum. He couldn't hold on. If he did, it would have been a first down. And it'll be 4th and 8. Siston had good pressure on that play, Neil.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you wonder if Siston's worried about the deep ball. They're giving quite a bit of cushion here. Massett will back to punt. He's also the quarterback, to let everyone know, just in case. Massett's kick, straight up in the air. Mishit it. And is going to get a favorable roll. 12-yard punt, no return, and the Redmen have it in good field position with 6:05 left. Third quarter on the 3 Bean Coffee scoreboard.
He had a good punt average for the evening until that one.
Yeah, that kind of ruined that.
I think he had a 38, 41, and 44.
Now a 12, and Sisson will get the ball in Redfield territory at the 48. And Neil, if you're Sisson, you might as well keep throwing it.
Oh my, yes.
Brockle, right up the middle, crosses the 45 to the 43. Taken down by the big man, Noel Utek, 225-pound senior. And Redfield Dolan on the weak side of the formation, on the non-wide receiver side. And in this instance, it'll be the bottom of the screen. Now, there isn't as much room there, but there is room in the flat when they play the wide side of the field. Brockle slips a tackle inside the 40 to the 36. Going to be a first down, and Siston's really established the line of scrimmage, Neil.
Yes, they have.
And yeah, Al, good point. They're not just blocking them; they're standing them straight up. Even Pekarsky come in and had a good chip block to help open up that hole. And this is what I mean right here. This cornerback is now moved over almost in a safety position. The flat is wide open. And I think Redfield Dolan jumps outside. And if you see Pekarsky, he was heading to the flat. That was probably the play.
Oh.
Offside Siston. Oh boy. How you line up offsides, I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Boog got it right. Way to go, Boog. And the coaching staff for Siston's to our right, they were chirping that. you motioned the wrong way. Siston will take the 5 yards, make it 1st and 5. And I tell you what, if it's the same formation, and if Redfield Dolan moves the cornerback into the safety, the cornerback actually moves over to the safety spot. That's Crum. He actually slides over. And there he is. You see him in the right of your screen. That flat's wide open. Give us the Lurkey, big hole off tackle inside the 25, spins his way inside the 20 for a first down to about the 19. Little Chuck Foreman spin, huh, Al? I don't think they teach that anymore. And Neil Sisson's getting yards in big chunks. Shenneman to the top of the screen. And this will be Maidwell. He's got a hole inside the 15 down to about the 12. Tripped up by Micaiah Utek. Pickup of about 8. It's going to be second down and 2. And if you're Coach Lurkey and offensive coordinator Coach Besson, you like these 2nd and 2 as your playbook is wide open. 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Assistant trails 15-6 on the 3 Bean Coffee scoreboard. Back to pass, looks to his right. Lefty throws off the hands of Lurkey, who was open at the 5. If you wonder if that cast had anything to do with that. Incomplete. A little behind him, but still catchable. Lurkey should have pulled that in. It's going to be 3rd and 2.
Just under 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Despite the unchanged score, Sisseton has owned this quarter as far as moving the ball.
Yeah, it's been
and
Sisseton's
time of
quarter.
possessions.
Definitely been Sisseton's quarter. Ryan to the bottom of your screen. In motion is Lurkey. They're going to give it to him. Big hole inside the 5.
Oh,
Down to the 1.
Got close.
Tackle made by Gage Clausen. And Redfield Dolan's just gassed defensively, Neil.
I would believe that.
And you're seeing some continuity. The holes are opening up, but they're getting the handoffs quicker. The offense is moving quicker. They're gelling. They weren't doing that in the first couple of weeks, but they definitely are now.
See if we can get a little closer in on that action there.
Ryan to the top of the screen. Mainwald will keep it. I believe that's a touchdown. I can't believe they didn't. Redfield Dolan saying there's a fumble. Assistant standing around. They're going to mark it at the foot line. All right, they're going to mark it at the 1. Going to be 3rd down and goal. I mean, it's at the foot line. Clock still ticking. 3:15.
I can't get the camera to zero in any closer.
Hey, I can't get back to the 2nd down.
They just went from the score anyway.
Mainwald under center. Tries to draw him off. Now he's just going to keep it. I don't think he got it.
I don't think he did either.
Well, they marked it. They said touchdown.
Oh, they
Touchdown. He must have just broke the plane. Boy, oh boy. If he scored, it was by inches, but the Redmen back on the board. It's 15-12. And Redfield Dolan's looking for help. There's no replay in high school football, but their head coach is barking that he didn't cross the goal line. They're going to kick I believe they're going to kick the extra point. Coach Metz is going to have to call timeout, and he's not happy. Oh, is he not happy? You hate to burn. Neil, we'll keep it right here.
You better stop the clock, and then I hit timeout.
You hate to burn a timeout on an extra point, Neil.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Isn't marked that either.
And Coach Metz, not happy.
Because you still had the clock running.
If you're Redfield Dolan, you'll let him burn that timeout.
Yeah. You almost have to enter everything.
Like now? So they didn't give you this, or yes, they did give it?
Well, it's still
Sisseton
supposed to be
comes to
65
the
degrees,
line
but I doubt
looking
it.
like they're maybe gonna go for 2.
Sisson's elected to go for 2. 3 minutes here, third quarter. Mainwald going to run the little slant to Ryan. Got it. And that'll, big two-point conversion will make it 15-14. Ryan with that big frame just used his body as a screen. Made the catch. And he was hit by, I believe, Riley Whitley. And Whitley paid the price. Excuse me. Yeah, that was. Whitley paid the price. We're going to take a break and come back with more action here on mysdtalk.com. $15-14 is the score here on the Three Bean Coffee scoreboard. Mainwell will set to kick off. Cooper Balloon back for Redfield. Here's a kick by Mainwell. He's just going to directional kick it. Good kick. Oh, and slipped and fell. They'll take it at about the 20. Slip and falling is Brandon Whiting. Knee hit the ground, so Redfield Dolan will start this drive at the 20.
Okay, thank you. We have a player laying down here on the sideline.
In motion is Balloon. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Pauses. Looked for a block. Did get a little bit of a block. He could turn it up. Gets about 5 on the play. A.J. Leal checking into the game with the tackle for assistance. 2nd and 5. 2:39 left here in the third quarter. And Riley Whitley, who made the hit on Ryan on the 2-point conversion, is still down. I'm sorry, that's Kevin Crum. He's got a hip pointer perhaps. Massett back to pass, faked everybody else, going to roll a corner, get to the outside. Shuneman will drive him out of bounds near the first down. And Tolley ran right by him. Going to be just short. It's going to be 3rd and inches.
29.
Clock ticking. Oh, out of bounds. So the clock stops at 2:06. Third quarter. Pheasants lead by 1. They're on a slot to the left. Way at the bottom of your screen, that's Gage Clausen. Massett will just keep it, blow his way up. Gets about 2 and a first down. Stop the clock temporarily as they set the chains. Mark it at the 32, first down Redfield. Wind's really picking up. Gonna give to the fullback. I think that's Whiting. He gets hit right at the line of scrimmage and gets about a yard as he falls forward. Excuse me, that's Barrett Wren on the carry. Gets about 1, 2nd and 9.
Minute 20 left in the third quarter here.
Both sides hitting pretty good, Neil.
Yeah, they are. It's been a very good game.
Very good game, very entertaining. Balloon on the jet sweep, trying to get to the outside and does. Crosses the 35, pushes his way out of bounds at the 38. He'll pick up about 4 or 5. Brockle will drive him out of bounds. Big third down, going to be marked at the 39. 3rd and 4. 44.5 seconds, clock is stopped. Young lady getting everybody fired up. She's getting even the Redfield Dolan fans fired up. That's a total cheerleader. In motion. Gonna give it to the up man. Big hole across the 45 to midfield and a little more down to the 49 till lurking Pekarski stops him. That is Barrett Wren with a big carry and a big first down.
Driving into Sisseton territory.
.39 seconds and counting, and Redfield now, Neil, putting together a nice drive.
Yes, they are.
Should make for an entertaining fourth quarter. 2 wide receivers this time. Balloon in motion. He's going to get the jet sweep. Has nowhere to go. Siston did a good job of stringing that out. Ty Peterson stepping up, pushing Balloon right back into Currents. Mets helped clean it up. No gain on the play. And that's the last play of the third quarter. Well, we got a barn burner here. Redfield leads 15-14 after 3 quarters on the Three Bean Coffee Company scoreboard. We'll come back for fourth quarter action on mysdtalk.com.
Napa Auto Parts First Call Auto in Sisseton is your senior Martin paint dealer. From the occasional touch-up to the complete paint job, Napa can match almost any color from any company. Ask around and you'll see why Napa Auto Parts in Sisseton is where the auto repair pros and the do-it-yourselfers go for auto parts. Napa is your Henniker snowplow and spreader dealer. Napa Auto Parts First Call Auto in Sisseton. Open Sundays for your convenience.
As for Red, are playing next week.
Welcome back, mysdtalk.com, internet entertainment at its finest. Today on the 80s Cassette Rewind, we had the top 15 all-time fall hits, rock and roll hits of the 1980s. A pretty good show. Next week, 1982 on the program. Take a look at the hits on the U.S. Hot 100 of 1982 on the 80s Cassette Rewind every Friday at 9 a.m., replaying at 1 and 4 p.m., and Saturdays at noon.
Who did you have today?
We had the top 15 all-time fall hits of the 1980s.
Oh, boy.
Every hit had to be in the fall. Start of the fourth quarter is going to give to, I think that's Barrett again. Barrett Wren has had a really good second half. He'll pick up 8 on the play, almost 9. Tackle made by Lurkey. And if you're Siston, you really want to stop here.
Both teams are just chewing up yardage. Somebody's got to step up big here for Sisseton to stop
Siston.
Redfield's drive here.
Massett will push the pile forward. Hunter Ryan eventually grabs him and throws him to the ground after a pickup of about 5. They'll mark it at the 37 and a first down for the Pheasants. Redfield's 1-3 on the year. They beat Crow Creek but lost big to Roncalli, Parkston, and Groton area. This is the first game where they've scored and given up points. It's been one or the other. They've either been blanked or they've shut out their opponent. Sisseton, of course, coming off a big win last week in Mobridge. In terms of seeding points, this is a big game. Give it to Wren again. He's just going to blow his way right up the middle, across the 35 to the 33. Vincent Herberg on that tackle. Going to be second down. Second and about, second and 7, we'll call it. Massett. Gonna give it to Balloon. Big hole on that outside. He's to the 15. He might not even be touched. Touchdown, Pheasants. Ran the jet sweep and they sealed the lane.
Yep.
33-yard touchdown run by Cooper Balloon. And he's a big guy, Neil, but he runs well.
Yes, he does.
And just like that, it's a 7-point Pheasant lead on the 3 Bean Coffee scoreboard. If you're Redfield Dolan, you might want to go for 2 here. They won't. They're going to kick the extra point. Massett will hold. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick. Boy, he crushes that right through the wickets. Extra point there by Drew Massett is good. It's 22-14 with 10:14 left in the game here on mysdtalk.com. We'll take a break and come back.
I think. Let's see.
Tri-State Building Center is dedicated in making your project a success. They are your True Value hardware store located on the 4-lane in Sisseton. Tri-State Building has the supplies to make your job easy this winter. And for the do-it-yourselfer, there's a large selection to choose from with the best quality for your dollar. So start those remodel plans now. And afterwards, cleanup is a breeze. Stop in today. Tri-State Building Center on the 4-lane in Sisseton.
mysdtalk.com, internet entertainment at its finest. It's Sisseton's homecoming. But on the 3 Bean Coffee scoreboard, they trail 22-14. Still a one-possession game, Neil, with the 2-point conversion.
Oh, my. Yep. And the way these teams have been moving the ball this half, I don't think that's the last score that we've seen.
No, I don't think anyone's panicking yet. Of course, Coach Metz paces like he's panicking, but I doubt it. Here's a kickoff. He kicked a tee. Short kick taken by Pekarski at the 35. And he'll get to the 45. Or Sisseton again has great field position. And Massett kicked the tee. He didn't get much on it. 25-yard kick total. Sisseton has great field position to start this drive. So that's Ryan to the top of the screen. Lefty's got the offense out under center. Give the Lurkey. Lurkey hitting the backfield and spins again. That's a good thing he did because he'll at least get to the line of scrimmage. They'll give him about a half yard. It'll be second and about 9. Brandon Whiting on the tackle for the Pheasants. A.J. Leal checking in. Gives the play to Maidenwald. Lefty back to pass, steps, throws, high. He had Ryan that just on the other half of the 50, but he didn't set his feet, Neil, and that's the problem Lefty has. He doesn't quite get his feet set, and he lets that ball go high, which is common for almost any quarterback. You got to have the feet set. Well, 3rd and 9 for Sisseton. Big 3rd and 9. That's Ty Peterson to the bottom of your screen. Hunter Ryan to the top. Redfield Dolan's given good 8-yard cushions at their cornerbacks. Going to run a bubble screen. Ryan's got the 45, crosses a 50, lowers his head near the first down. He's going to be maybe just short. And again, that's a good call by the staff to run that bubble screen with that kind of cushion.
Yep.
Going to be 4th and less than a yard. The crowd didn't like the spot. I thought maybe he did get to that marker to the 45, but they're going to say no. So big 4th down for Siston, 8:49 and counting. Redmond down 8. Quarterback sneak maybe. And it is. Mainwald off right guard, got a yard, first down.
Offensive line did their job.
And I like that call. You're just trying to move the chains there, Neil. You just need to get the first down.
Yep.
Clock's now starting. 8:36 and counting. Ball at the 44. Peterson to the bottom of your screen. Pitches to Lurkey. He's trying to get wide. He's got a convoy led by Brockle. Lurkey slips the tackle inside the 40 to the 39. Picks up about 5 on the play. Tackle made there by Drew Massett. Good job by Lurkey there. Waited for his blocks to develop. Waited for his guard to pull. Brockle, the fullback, helped lead that charge. Peterson to the bottom of your screen. That's Ryan to the top. Give the Brockle. He stood straight up right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Hit by Noel Utek. Going to lose a yard. And Brockle's
that was
slow to get up.
He got nailed right in the ribs. He was stood up straight and he got hit in the ribs.
Justin's going to have to come out of the game. Pekarski will check in.
So he's going to be her little hurting unit for a little bit.
Good push there by the interior line of Redfield Dolan. Dolan. That's Lurkey going to be the fullback now on this play. Benji Thompson in motion. They're going to run the screen. That's Ryan, got it. At the 35 is going to be about a yard short. It's going to bring up 4th and 1. And you might as well keep running that slant. They're playing with such a cushion, Neil. They're giving you the slant.
Yep.
Siston's doing a good job of taking it. So they're going to mark it at the 35. 4th and 1 with 6:40 and counting here in the ballgame. Mainwald. 9 in the box there. Hunter's going to find a hole and dives for the first down. Faked it to the up man, Lurkey, who got blasted. Faked it to the right. He just went over left guard, dove, got the first down and some. Going to mark it at the 31. First down, Siston. The clock will stop with 6:18 left in the ball game.
Yeah, I think he left his feet at about the 35 and ended up to 31. So
when you're almost 6'3.5", 6'4", you can cover a lot of ground. I would have to jump twice to get there. Again, that screen should, or that slant should be open. They're going to give it to this time. Oh, lefty kept it. Faked the crossbuck and he kept it himself. Even fooled me. Got about a yard. Tackle made by Balloon. Brockle still not in the game.
5:43 left in this last quarter.
Yep, 5:43 and ticking. Brockle, now checks in. Ty Peterson way to the bottom of the screen. Hunter Ryan to the top. Maidenwald back to pass. Almost picked.
Oh,
he looked one way and just turned and threw to the flat where Lurkey was waiting.
And there was somebody else from Redfield.
Yeah, and so was Barrett Wren. He read that play well. Lurkey did a good job creating contact to knock the ball away. 3rd and 9. Whew. 5:25 left to go in the game. Siston mounting a drive after Redfield Dolan goes 80 yards. 2 down territory. Maidenwald jots back to pass, has all kinds of time. Sets, throws, looks deep. He's got a guy, dropped. Good coverage there by Micaiah Utek. Pass was intended for Lurkey. And incomplete's going to bring up a big 4th down. 4th and 9 on the 30-yard line.
Well, that is a big one.
5:19 left. I hate to say this is the ball game. There's plenty of time left.
But it would sure make things easier on Sisseton if they could get.
They can convert. Yep. You want the ball in your hands. You want to control this as much as you can, obviously. Big 4th down. Little movement, no flags. Mainwald got some time, throws, incomplete.
Oh.
Looking for Peterson, incomplete, and that's a turnover on downs. Now there's a towel on the field. There's a flag. I thought at first Redfield Dolan jumped in the neutral zone, but no flag was thrown.
But there is a flag.
They're going to get Siston for holding. I'm sure they'll be declined.
Yep.
Now if the ball looked like the wind may have pushed that down a little bit. That ball kind of dipped down there.
Yeah, it did.
The wind is really starting to pick up.
Peterson really had no chance to catch it because it was just a little short from where he was, from where his route was taking him.
Mark it about the 30. Redfield Dolan has it with 5:15, and they lead 22-14 on the 3 Bean Coffee scoreboard. Massett, they're going to use as much clock as they can. Balloon tries to go wide on that jet sweep, and Siston's there. John Tolley made the initial hit, helped with Pekarski there. No gains, going to be 2nd and 10, and we're just under 5 minutes. Vinny Herberg was also there. And if you're Siston, you had to burn a timeout on the extra point on your last score, and that timeout could loom big. Massett's going to use up as much of that play clock as he can.
Oh.
And we got people moving all over here. It's going to be on Redfield Dolan. I'm sure they're going to march him back 5, and Siston will definitely take it. If it's a false start, they really don't have too much of a choice. Dead ball foul. They get 2nd and 15, and that's what Siston wants. Up the middle.
Nothing gained.
Massa just took it, slipped a couple tackles, he gets those 5 yards back almost. Going to be third down and 10. Clock under 4 minutes.
Where are we at on the 30?
Going to mark it at the 30. And to say Siston needs a stop is kind of a big understatement.
Yeah, it certainly is. They have to stop him here. Or...
Massett's going to chew up some time. Going to give to the up back. That's Wren. Wren will get about a yard, and that's it. Siston does a good job of shooting the gaps.
Redfield evidently has confidence that their defense can hold here because they made no attempt to pass it to pick up that 10 yards.
That's right. Caden Metz on the stop. Siston calls timeout with 3:26 left. That's one timeout left for Siston. We'll keep it right here. If you like classic country music, do I got a treat for you. Jimmy Fortune, the ex-Statler brother, right? Coming to the Fine Arts Center Tomorrow night, few tickets are left, not many. It's almost a sellout. Gates open at 6. You can get what's left at the box office. Just Between Friends, the local country act, will open for Jimmy Fortune. Concert will start at 7 o'clock, and there's a huge announcement also going to be made. One more concert coming up, and that'll be announced tomorrow night. It's a huge, huge, huge announcement. Should make the classic country fans pretty excited.
Oh,
Not you,
I
Neil.
thought it was Pink Floyd or
Pink.
something.
You know, you never know. Pink Floyd might show up. Maybe Pink Floyd, Red Floyd, Green Floyd, any Floyd. Massett will set the punt. Another poor punt. He's hitting the ball on the backside. Maidenwald calls fair catch. He'll take it at the 42. But a 25-yard punt, no return. Redmond, Neil, good field position here.
Yes, they do. They only have to move half the length of the field.
And they don't have to go far. 3:19 left. Redfield Dolan leads Sisseton 22-14 on the 3 Bean Coffee scoreboard. Tomorrow could be a chilly, wet day. Could be a good day to pick up a pumpkin spice latte or the monthly special, the blueberry cobbler. Hot or cold? 3 Bean Coffee. Give us the Brocco. Brocco slips. Oh! Almost slipped the tackle. He cut it to the outside off tackle. Got about 2. Great job by Barrett Wynn on the tackle. Brocco had about another 5-6 yards if he slips it. Under 3 minutes. 2nd down and 8. Mainwell back to pass. He's got Ryan on the slant inside the 50 to the 48. Gonna make it 3rd and a long one. Redfield Dolan, they don't have any problems giving up that slant. They'll do it. They have not even tried to stop it. And the reason it's working, that window's open. The linebackers are almost running a 44, and they're bunched right in there. They've got 8 in the box right now. Maidenwald rolls to his left. Gonna throw. He's got Thompson. First catch of the game for Thompson. At the 43, but there's a flag down, and Coach Metz's body language says it all. Something about Coach Metz, he just chews everybody. And that'll be on Siston.
Well, TJ, I think I'm going to have to stop out at that 3 Bean Coffee and just see how they get that cobbler through that.
It's amazing how they press that cobbler through an espresso machine. You should go see.
I'm really wondering how that happened.
I think you better take a look at that. So it's going to march the Redmond back 5. So instead of 3rd and 1, it's going to be about 3rd and 6. 2 wide receivers in the play. Thompson in motion. Going to run the bubble screen to Ryan. Ryan cuts right back into the flow of traffic, though, and gets a yard. Tackle made there by the Pheasants, Barrett Wren, and we've said his name a lot in the second half, Neil.
Yep.
Big 4th down, 2:03 left and counting. 4th down, we'll call it 5. Ball will be marked at the 47. Ryan to the bottom of the screen.
4th down.
Lefty back to pass, steps, throws, looking deep. He's got a guy open, dropped.
Oh, and he dropped it.
And that was actually Hunter Ryan at the top of the screen.
He came down with it, but when he hit the ground, it popped out.
Micaiah Utek there on the coverage. Ryan had it, couldn't quite bring it in. Utek got a hand in there at the last minute. Pretty good throw by Maidenwald, but it's a turnover on downs. And the problem is with Siston, they've got 1 timeout left, Neil.
Yep. One timeout in a minute, 100 seconds left in the game.
Give it to Balloon. Balloon slips 1 tackle, pushes his way for about 4. John Tolley there on the stop. Going to be 2nd down and about Well, 2nd down and 6. At some point, Sisson's going to have to burn that timeout.
Yeah.
Play clock down to 15 already. Down to 8. I'm not sure Redfield Dolan even realizes it. Down to 4. Doing a good job of eating that clock like the Bison would do. Give us the balloon. He cuts inside. Almost fumbles it. Almost stripped. Josh Kearns
Now they
made the
call-
play. Tried to strip it. Couldn't get it. No gain.
Now Sisseton calls their last time out.
And then with 54 seconds, Sisseton burns the last time out. We'll take a quick break, too. We'll be back for the final minute on mysdtalk.com. mysdtalk.com, internet entertainment at its finest. And we're back for the final 54.1. I know I said a minute, but I round things up. 3rd down. And if I was a bet man, I'm going to guess that Redfield put it on the ground. Who knows? Maybe even a quarterback sneak. And they'll give it to Balloon. He's trying to get wide, slips a couple tackles, slips more tackles, and he's got the first down. He broke 3 tackles.
Yep.
Brocco had him in the backfield. He slipped that. A couple more guys hit him, and that's the ball game. They'll move the chains, mark it at about the 34 with 44.5, and they'll start the clock when the chains are set. Now it's academic for the Pheasants. They can take a knee.
Yep.
We need a Joe Pisarcik type of play if you're Sisseton. Some of you might know what that means. Massett, clean snap, drops a knee, and that'll do it.
That'll be the game.
Sisseton drops a heartbreaker on homecoming, 22-14. And Sisseton had their chances, Neil.
Oh boy, did they ever. Yeah, it was a good game. Yeah, you're right. It was just a good game for both teams. They both did some good things.
I think they're two pretty evenly matched teams.
Yeah.
Redfield goes to, I think, 2-3 on the year. Sisseton drops to 1-3. Redfield has not had a bye yet.
No, they haven't.
And that'll do it. We'll keep it right here. 22-14, Redfield Dolan ruins Sisseton's homecoming on the 3 Bean Coffee scoreboard. And Neil, I think if these teams played again, it might be different.
Redfield has always been tough on Sisseton up on this new field that we've got up here.
Redfield brings a big crew with them. They got some guys that are strong and big, as you said. Redfield always brings one big back with them, and they actually had a couple this year. And some missed tackles and some strength by that Redfield Dolan running back core is really the difference in this game. Redmond had a chance to possibly tie the game on the final drive, and on a 4th down pass to Hunter Ryan. Ryan had the ball knocked away at the last minute by UTEC.
Yep.
And good game. Kind of a heartbreaker for Sisseton. They're going to have to regroup. Taking a look at some schedules here. Sisseton, of course, travels. Their football team next Friday travels to Groton for a 7 o'clock kickoff. We plan on being there. Monday, the cross-country team travels to Ortonville for a cross-country meet. And then Thursday, they have their own invite. Thursday, September 29th, the cross-country team will have the Sisseton invite. The volleyball team, they will, they have a nice little
got a nice homestand.
They have a nice homestand coming up. Tomorrow, they're at the Millbank tournament, and then the following Thursday, they play Redfield Dolan here, Thursday, September 29th. Yeah, they have a large homestand after that. Then the following week, they play dual at home to enter October. So, boys golf.
Speaking of that, how did they come out yesterday in their invitational out here in the rain?
I was just going to ask you that. They had their invitational yesterday. I don't know how that turned out.
I didn't hear anything about it today.
But Monday, they're in Madison for the Region 1A as the golf team. We have a very good golf team, very good golf program here in Siston.
They do.
Coach Jim Pearson has done a really nice job.
And actually, we have a football player that's playing golf for them.
Right, we do have a football player playing golf. They have a very good golf program here in Siston. But football-wise, they drop a heartbreaker in the cold wind here, the first kind of chilly night we've had. And tomorrow, of course, if you're a waterfowler, opens up. I'll be out shooting something somewhere. And college football-wise, the Bison have a day off. The University of Minnesota hosts Colorado State. I'm not sure who SDSU has. Conference play starts.
SDSU plays
Somebody.
Eastern Illinois or Western Illinois.
Play one of the Illinois schools. So college football all day tomorrow, of course. We're going to try to get the Okie Dokie to be in Groton. We'll see how that goes. We'll let you know. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. And that's it for tonight on the Three Bean Coffee scoreboard. Redfield Dolan beat Siston and Siston's homecoming 22-14. On behalf of my good friend No Deal Neil Nelson on the camera, I'm TJ. Thank you so much for joining. We'll see you next week. Good night.
Good night, all.